you read the poetry about the freedom and the wings and the clouds and all that sort of stuff. I just enjoy flying airplanes, and these airplanes are a special treat for anyone who flies them because they're such classic airplanes, and they're so recognizable, and they're just so sweet to fly in the air. They were designed to demonstrate characteristics of a combat aircraft, and you just think of moving the controls, and this thing will do what you want it to do.
The Geico Skytypers are a 6-aircraft air show act. When we come to a town, in addition to performing our low-level precision formation flying demonstration for the guests at the air show, we also do skytyping around the area to help promote the air show and promote our sponsor, Geico. We are so grateful to Geico to let us bring these old World War II vintage advanced trainers out and show them off to the public. This is the SNJ-2. It was used to train pilots for the Second World War. So this is the aircraft that actually trained the greatest generation. These aircraft were built in 1940, so they're genuinely older than all the guys that are flying them. And they're early, they're pre-war aircraft. Some of these have seen action, some of them, were just primarily trainers. But they were used to train. Pilots would come out of primary, having flown the Stearmans and the different biplanes, and they would transition into this aircraft where they would do things like aerial gunnery and arrested cable landings aboard the boat and some advanced tactics techniques. Some of the same things that we actually demonstrate in our air show routine. And then from this they would go to single-seat fighters.
When you look into the history, it's surprising how little flight time they actually had when they went into combat with combat aircraft. And so they would climb out of this airplane, which had an instructor in the back, and they would get into a single-seat fighter and hey, go to it, guys.
This is the airplane that trained the greatest generation of pilots. We like to bring this to people's attention. We like to see, old-time pilots who have flown this and sit there and say, wow, I flew this when I was 18 years old, and here they are still flying. It's nice to share that with them. It's nice to sit there and show their children and their grandchildren what Grandpa did, and it's just nice to have these airplanes out there.
It's a terrific experience to fly. I mean, there's a sense of accomplishment in terms of being able to do what we do, but there's also a sense of wonder. You're flying in an aircraft that was built in 1940. On a beautiful day like today is just an incredible day, and you're able to see the Earth from a different perspective. We're so excited to be here in Latrobe. We're performing at the Latrobe Air Show, and we perform each day sometime after 1:30, between 1:30 and 1:45. It will be our performance, so people should come out, enjoy the terrific weather, and see some very talented aviators perform for them.